What's up, fools? Lately we've been talking about the Pythagorean Theorem, dealing with right-angled triangles. Now a right-angled triangle is a triangle with one angle that equals 90 degrees. The other angles can equal any combination, but have to equal 90 degrees as well, because all triangles have 180 degrees when you add their angles together. So, remember, we have a right triangle. And this angle is our right angle because it's 90 degrees. We have our legs. We have A and B. So I have A. I also have B. And then our third side is our hypotenuse, which is C, which is usually our missing side. So again, going back to last week, this side C could be anything. It could be our ladder. We have A plus, or A squared plus B squared, and that equals our C squared, right? Well, last week we were talking about knowing the side lengths of A and B, or knowing our leg lengths. However, this week we're going to talk about the opposite, knowing what our hypotenuse is and only knowing one of the other legs. But say C was 15, and say B we knew was 12. Well, we don't know what A is yet. So since we don't know what A is, we could still use the Pythagorean Theorem, except we're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're going to substitute in 12 and 15 for our B and our C numbers. So I guess you can see on this side better. We don't know A yet, so I'm still going to have A squared. I'm going to add that to B squared, which is 12 squared, and that's going to equal 15 squared. So again, all I did is substitute 15 for my C, 12 for my B, and I do not have A. Well, now using a calculator, if you need to, we can do 12 squared and 15 squared. We still don't know A squared, so A squared is going to equal 12 squared, which is 144, and that's going to equal 15 squared, which 15 squared, again, it's too early for me to really be doing math, and it's Monday, so I really don't do too much math on my day off, but 15 squared, and again, I'm doing this mostly because if you don't remember what 15 squared is, use a calculator. But 15 times 15 is 225. Well, let's think about this now. All right, we need to figure out what A squared is. Well, think about this as a one-step equation. We need to get A all by itself, just like we've been doing all year long. So I can take away the 144 from both sides. Now notice I did the squares first, right? I'm simplifying everything a little bit. So my 144 goes away. I'm left with A squared, and that's going to equal 225 minus 144. What color do I want to use? Let's just use black. And 5 minus 4 gives me 1. 2 minus 4 can't do that, so I'm going to borrow. So I have 12 minus 4, I get 81. All right, so that's good. Now, we don't have just A by itself yet. We still have A squared. So remember, when we have C squared, what do we have to do? Well, we have to do the square root. So that in order to get A by itself, A is going to equal the square root of, probably have been thinking about this since I wrote 81, but the square root of 81. And what number goes into 81 if you multiply it the same? It's going to be 9. So A is going to equal the square root of 81, which is 9, because 9 squared is 81. Or the square root of 81 is 9. Now again, if you do not know what the square root of 81 is, that's fine. So if you need to find the square root of a number, use a calculator. Whoa, where's it at? Oh, there it is. See the square root sign? Zooming in on it. There it is. Use that button and type in 81. 81. Then I'm just going to press the square root button. I'm trying to do this so you can see it. But I'm going to press this button. And look, I get 9. Surprise. Crazy, right? Now, if you have one of these sweet calculators, thanks for stabbing it, whoever did that. That's really helpful. Actually, you can't really see it here. You can see it more on the screen, but you have to hit the second key. You then have to go down here to x squared. See how that blue writing is for our square root. That's why you gotta hit second. Your square root key will pop up and type in 81. And then we press equals. And we get 9. So find the square root. Again, those are perfect squares. 81, 64, 49, because 7 times 7. 7 squared is 49. Those are perfect squares. Now say you get something like 50. Do I expect you, or does anybody expect you to know what the square root of 50 is? No, but you can estimate it. Well, it's close to 49. Square root of 49 is 7, so I guess square root of 50 is close to 7. But to get the exact thing, use a calculator. On CMAS, use a calculator. However, sometimes we have a missing leg. There it is, A. We're missing A. We have to do this whole process backwards. All right, I'm going to be giving you a few examples, real-world examples, tying into this information after you watch this video. So be sure to find out those questions. I hope you like this. I hope you learned something. You know, we all need to continue to learn. There is not a day that goes by in the rest of your life that you won't learn something new. Like Haritos as our sponsor for today. Thank you to whoever left this in the room. I needed some extra money, some sponsorship money. So I contacted Haritos. They said if I put this on the video, they'd give me a free case of Haritos and $50. So